Hello and good morning, wafflers. We have a bit of a different video today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a build along with me. So today we're going to be first in the seals on Lego set 21361. It is the GIZMO set. A fantastic addition to the Ideas collection. So, what's cracking? Although there's a tabs one, not a seals one. So we've burst open. Oh goodness, it's been that long. It's been that long since I've built a set to myself. This is my first paper bag. Things have been so bananas around here recently that we just haven't had a chance. So yeah. And we've got a fantastic new display cabinet that we've got to fill. And what better start than our little gizmo? So we're going to use the paper books. We do like the apps that they use, but there's just something about paper. A little bit about the designer. You know, I couldn't believe, right, and we still haven't quite rectified this yet, that Mrs. Waffle hasn't seen these films. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a slippery slope for them, but their first one is fantastic. So, we have. Let's get these sorted out. We've got a 10, 9, 6, 5, 7, 2. So, bag number 1. You know, my old ma is a big Lego builder. I, and I think she's mad because she sits in every bag and sits and sorts each and every piece out and has them all sat in nice little lines. I like the chaos, you know. Where is the bar? I'm like, let's pour all these bags into one bowl. Spend about 3 weeks trying to find one part. So we are starting off with a white and a black. So we tried to get things set up a little bit differently, but it didn't work. We've got a small webcam that we use in the house for doing our live streams on a Friday. But the issue is with it, I can't seem to set the flicker rate. You're supposed, like with this one, I can set the flicker rate between 50 and 60 hertz for the light so it doesn't go too bonkers. Where that one, the setting's there. It lets me change it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So what I do want to have eventually, so you've got this side here seeing me, and then another one here looking down so that you guys can get a good view of what we're actually building. And then I'm also noticing, because I've got you guys here, and I'm watching myself on the screen here, is it's quite dark for you guys, and it's bananas because on the feed on the computer here, it looks bright as anything. So yeah, it's we're gonna have to work on our live feed a little bit, but we will get there. We're looking to start doing this an awful lot more, though, just to start kind of getting into some of the new sets because there's so many fun bits and pieces coming out, and I've just seen the leak for the Goonies set, and yeah, there's a lot to be building on the next few months. So. And Hello there, Darks. Hello, Sabs. Hello, sitting here being a donut. I'm trying to cut it on the wrong side. Sitting complaining that it doesn't fit. And it's because I've jumped the gun with my green part. Oh, we're on some brown. One, two, three. An absolute nightmare, right? So I'll be sitting, I'll be building along. I'm looking at the picture, and I can't just be like, right, well, I need two of these, two of these, two of these. It's okay. So I was scanning. Oh, I need that part. And, oh, I need that. An absolute nightmare. All in good fun, though. And coffee, the important Lego building requirement. Hello. Hi there, I'm on TikTok. How are you doing? We are across a few of the platforms, so I do apologize. The comments can get a little confusing. Maybe. Two. Oh, so I had two of these. Oh, okay. It does right enough tell me that it needs two of them. So I need another one of them as well. Right. Well, okay, I see it coming together a bit now. So this must be Gizmo's little heart. Make my assumptions right enough, but I think that they could have given him a real little heart, though. Doesn't quite sit right. So we are finishing the first bag with 5 extra pieces. Hopefully they're supposed to be extra pieces. Here. And on the bag, number 2. And do you know what? So far, I actually think I prefer these to the plastic ones. Plus, I'm noticing here that they all have different serial numbers. So I wonder if you were to, you know, play it like going about missing pieces. I wonder if they could tie it back to the actual bag. Interesting. Right. A strange way to marry up the part. So they have, let's take it apart again. So they have you pop in a little ball joint and then pop one of them on there, slot through, and then clip. Very fancy. Yeah. I don't like how this connects. Must have done something wrong here. Have a look here. Ah, there we go. Just don't think the pieces were pressed together properly. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, success. Just hadn't pushed things in properly. That's my fault for showing you their fancy technique, see? So, hi there, Becca. How you doing? You've built GIZMO, haven't you? We've not long started, and we've just had the piece with the fun little ball joint. I think it must be the neck. But goodness me, what a hassle I had trying to get it to pop into place. Oh, hi there, Daisy. Well done on your instant win. What did you grab? What did you get? Oh, oh, Daisy, actually, I'm sure. Did you have one of the big ones? Um, because I think there was somebody I needed to message today. Because we've had a bit of an issue. You'll see there, you'll go on if you've won something. When you're claiming it, the cash alternative's coming up as 0-0, and it's because I made an error when I was putting the listing up. But do not worry, you're still getting paid out in the usual 80% RRP. So if you do want the cash, don't worry about it. Just select it, even though it's got the 0-0. Don't worry, it will just get paid out as normal. Um, yeah, okay. So it was just the little potions one. Cool. Well, do you know what? I'm glad that we've chatted today because I was going to send you a message if I haven't already. So I'll be able to get that sent out to you once we get her finished here. That one I think is one that we can drop ship, so I should be able to get that to you either tomorrow or the next day. Because we've already been to the post office this morning. But yeah, we are doing the full build today. We are currently on bag 2, so we're early doors yet. I'm not used to this whole building on camera thing yet, so it's taking me a while to get used to it. Is GIZMO on your list there, Daisy? Well, gee, that's so funny because today it was between whether we were going to be building Gizmo or the Game Boy, and it was very close. The only reason Gizmo's won is because he's quite hard to get just now, so I figured that might be able to sort of help with the algorithm a little bit. The Game Boy is fantastic. Another one, I'm a little bit disappointed that it was just a controller, but it's the Sega Genesis or the Sega Mega Drive. I'm hoping that they kind of slowly release more and more of the console with that one. Here. What's the dream set just now, Daisy? What if you could have anything, past or present, money not involved, what would you buy? What would you be spending your money on? Yeah, I like the Hogwarts castle and grounds admittedly better than the actual big castle. Because it's just such an aesthetically pleasing set. Like just such a great set to look at. I'm interested to see how they're doing the new one, and I'm interested to see how that's going to compare with the old Harry Potter castle. Now that they're kind of doing like a modular twist on it, so you've got the Great Hall, and then they're going to be doing the other bits bit by bit. I'm a little bit disappointed, really, that they didn't do that with the Death Star, because it was such a fantastic opportunity for a modular build that they could even have released throughout the year, just a new one every month. So yeah, I'm surprised they missed there. With a Disney castle, what one though? The new one with the fireworks or the slightly older one? Yeah, that's we recently did one of the small little gift of purchases for the house, and it was the little ghost with the light up eyes. And you know what? These are such small little sets, but they make such great impact on your display. I wish so that because the way that it works is it's like a lever on the back to turn its eyes on. I wish that you could get like a switch to just have it on all. You can prop it on, but I wish there was a switch that you didn't have to. I keep on I keep on hearing and seeing things about the new Goonies set. Is that gonna be one on your list, do you think? I think that's gonna be a really, really popular one. Like getting to this time of year, and we've been doing this now for like 3 years, so we're kind of getting to the point where we kind of see the trends, and I think that's going to be a good Christmas set every year. It's like Home Alone, guarantee every year. Come around November, December time, it becomes super difficult to get Home Alones. Everything just goes bananas. So a word of warning for anybody: if you need Home Alone for Christmas, stock up. So if you have a deal on. We've got our first side done. Well, do you know what? It was exactly the same. We started in Lego in our first ever set. It was December 2022. We got the Lego bookshop, and me and my partner, we wanted something to do that didn't involve screens and tech and all this bits and pieces because it's so easy to sit on the couch next to your partner watching TV, doing the doom scroll. So we thought, right, we'll get something. TV's off, and we just sat and we passed the book back and forth, and it has just somewhat grown arms and legs since then. Hello and good morning, Mr. Cowley. How are you doing? We're still in morning. No, we're not in morning. Good afternoon. We're finally slowly setting up for our getting our live thing. Although I was kind of hoping to get things set up a little bit better. You'll know what I'm on about with this, Andy. I wanted to get the camera here. I wanted another one here so that we could do like a split the screen and do like a little top down view so that you could see what I was doing as well. But I was just having an absolute nightmare with the cameras. We've got the big studio production thing. You know, the big stupid thing that I bought? Lovely camera, but very expensive. So we thought, right, well, we'll get the same brand, but we'll get their cheap webcam alternative. You get what you pay for. Yeah, Daisy, it's just such a popular. I think that's why it's becoming so popular in adults as well. Like they bring all these fantastic sets out. I mean, especially like so these ones that tickle the nostalgia thing on you a little bit. Um, but it's just nice that like sets have progressed to a point where they're challenging for both an adult and a child. Like we went back and did the Assembly Square modular. We're big into the modular streets, and although it was a really fun build, it just didn't. it just didn't feel, I don't know, it just didn't feel as good as sort of some of the more up to date builds. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for the legacy style builds, but I don't know, I'm a sucker for the new, the brand new and shiny. Oh, what's the? Have you got any tripod recommendations? Because this is an Obsbot Tail 2, I think it's called. So I like it because it does the AI tracking, so I can zoom about and it follows me, so I don't need to have the whole cameraman thing. We got this at the time because we used to be in a storage container for all our shipping and stuff. So I wanted something that could like zoom in and zoom out as I was walking back and forth to get stock. I'm really happy with this one. It was just the webcam that was a bit of a nightmare. And then at the minute, we are going to get things set up so that we have another screen so that I can properly see like the TikTok feed. At the minute, we're doing like a screen project thing on the tablet, which is, it's okay, it works, but it's not quite as good. Like the connection's maybe like a second slower than it's beaming across the room. So yeah, we're gonna get another TV set up here so that we can see all your comments and stuff properly. We'll get another camera mounted here so that you can get a good top down look. Get some new lighting in. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. That's the thing though about these things, and you'll know yourself if you do TikTok build videos, is it's just about slowly getting there with your setup to get things right for you. And for me personally, one of the big things is it's the things I hate being on camera. You know, it's one thing to sit and build Lego to yourself, but it's different when you've got an audience, even if it is only what, like maybe 3 or 4 of you across the different platforms. But knowing that there's people watching you is yeah, all good fun. All a challenge, isn't it? So what Lego sets have you been building on yours? Well, that was actually another thing that I noticed was when I was online looking for bits and pieces, Amazon was great, fantastic. My mate Cat Andy, I don't know if he's in your feed or if he's on TikTok. He gets quite a lot of his bits and pieces because he's a gamer. He does gaming streaming. He gets loads of bits and pieces on Amazon and was sitting recommending some stuff to me, and it's crazy the price difference from getting it on there versus getting it from the camera companies. Like, I mean, I've got the camera there on a pole, just a little pole, and I got that from Amazon for £20. And I think the same thing from the camera people who were over 100 quid for it. Just a metal pole of a stand. Like, it's at the point where it's like, go get an uplighter and just cut the top off. You keep me company. So what's next and what's next on your build list? What are you going live with? I'm not often on my TikTok because I don't use my personal TikTok. It's just a business one, and I made an awful habit of going on and forgetting that I was on my business TikTok and just liking and sitting chatting, and then I was like, oh, actually, probably not. Shouldn't be doing this on here. So ever since, I haven't really been back on too much. I need to jump on and check out some of your videos after we finish on here. Oh, how's the Wally and Eve one? Because we actually just got today actually the replacement set in for the ideas set Wally. I think it's like ideas set number 14, 15, 14. What are we on now? Idea number 69. So yeah, it's an old one. So yeah, it'd be good to build both one after the other and then compare the two. I do admittedly like the look of the ideas one a bit better. It's a bit more rugged than that, but it's like a 200 quid set now. It's bonkers. Right. Sitting chatting rubbish. So that's just done. So we have, again, 5 small pieces here left over from bag number 2. On to bag number 3. Oh, so you got this Sleeping Beauty Castle as well. You've got quite a lot of some of the bigger builds. The Sleeping Beauty Castle, it bothers me in a sense because I don't like how much this. I'd almost rather the sets were ridiculously expensive, right, than send me half sets. It's like I loved Rivendell. It was great. It almost got away with it, but I just there was something about Barad-dûr that upset me. And then I've just gone and seen the new leaks for the Creel House, the Stranger Things one. And I see that it's another quite narrow set. I mean, it looks great. Fantastic. I mean, we will be getting it. We will be buying it. But, I don't know. I almost want to buy 2 of them so that I can merge them. Hello there, Addy. How you doing? I see you sneaking in there. It's fun. Oh, it's the mini Sleeping Beauty one that you've got. See, I like them. I've got a lot of time for the mini series. But I like all the little things. Like it's the same with all the brickheads. Love the brickheads. I know that they're a Marmite set. Some people really like them. Some people really don't. But I haven't got a lot of time for them. I don't have a lot of time for some of the resale values. I seen there was somebody selling one of the San Diego Comic-Con brickheads. They're on like 700 quid for it. Bonkers. But as for the Death Star, you have to see it in person to really, really appreciate it. The pictures don't do it justice. I think that's a lost opportunity for a good modular build, but I do think that they've done it justice. It's difficult because, like we were saying before, when we're upset about half sets, this is a half set to the extreme. It's a slice set, but it's also almost like a meter square. I think it's like 70 by 70 centimeters or like 80 by 80, something ridiculous like that. And at what point do you have to draw the line? Like, I would not like to sit Mrs. Waffle down and go, right, I'd like to take up a meter squared of the house, please, to display my Lego. Uh, I think me and the Death Star would be sent out packing with our bags. Is the Death Star one that you think you're gonna get at some point? Everybody complained about it when they seen it initially. Every single person. But it seems to have fairly sold quickly. Like when I was down chatting to them at the Lego store, they were saying there that they were surprised at how quickly it went. Not as difficult as GIZMO, right enough. He's just flown off the shelves everywhere. We've actually had to get in touch. Well, I've not had to get in touch, but one of our customers mentioned that they were going to be visiting the Lego store. So I was like, oh, you don't happen to do me a favor, see if they've got any yada yada yada. So our gizmos, our latest batch, is traveling all the way from Cardiff to Aberdeen just to try keep us in stock with gizmos. So massive thank you, Megan, if you're here or listening later. It's a difficult one to categorize for winning as well. Like we've put them in the instant win. So we've got one in as an actual prize, and then it's also a connoisseur's draw as well. Because that's one thing that we're maybe considering is like the low odds draws are great. They are by far my favorite draw that they do because yeah, I mean you put one ticket on our XL draw or whatever, and you've got a 1 in 50 chance. I don't think there's anybody else in the game that offers the odds that we offer. But the thing is, they go a bit stale after a while because we've got so many of them. We run like 25 of them a week, and because we've now gotten to the point where we've gotten so much prizes, it's quite hard to see. When you're looking at the competition, what's available. So I'm thinking about maybe switching up a little bit and then maybe going for like specific sets as a showcase. Don't get me wrong, you could still get like say the option of these 70 other sets or whatever, but it means that we can sort of focus on one and showcase it out, see if that maybe works a little bit better. So we might end up bringing back low odds draw for some of these bigger sets, such as the Death Star, Town Hall, Greengrocer, because we've got some of the really good stuff. No, no, like honest, like as much as I super appreciate people supporting us, we've got to make sure that it's done responsibly. It is really, really easy to sort of lose track and things. But the good thing is we do have some really, really fantastic responsible gaming features. These can be found in your account. If you click 3 tabs in the top, click entries, there'll be a button at the top that you can click, a drop down menu. There'll be a responsible gaming tab. If you click that, you can either set spending limits. If you want to take a few days off, few weeks off, few months off, you can also turn around and do that. Or even if you want to just suspend the account completely, that's also an option. Because we do like to make sure that everybody is waffling responsibly. I'm not entirely sure who I've upset recently, but I think somebody's put my number online somewhere. I think I've had about 100 phone calls in the past 3 days trying to sell me windows and doors and all sorts of bits and pieces. Like, these people seem to think that I've had some amount of car accidents. Oh, wow. That would be an interesting job now. What were you at the casino? Were you on the tables? What did you do there? Ah. I've always like the thought of working in like the entertainment industry, but I just don't think I quite have it in me. My man, I need to sleep. It's bad enough becoming a dad this year. But do you know what? We're getting there. I have the little lad now beginning to sleep during the night, so we are slowly getting there. Oh yeah, like well, admittedly, I was quite bad for a while online. And yeah, they you could always have a good laugh if you got the right person on your table that was dealing. But that's the problem, innit? It's a good laugh. Three, three. You're keen. Yeah, how do you have time? How do you shower? How do you cook? How do you clean? Honest, you know what? It's funny. I see people like we walk down the DSAG railway line with a dog and stuff, and I see people like there's a woman I see particularly with triplets, right? I'm like, how? How do you do this? Are you some sort of superhero? I like have deep respect for anybody that's yeah, got a large family. It is the most incredible thing though, isn't it? And a little face makes me smile. He'll be peeved today, because usually I'm sort of stay at home dad. Mrs. Waffle, she goes to work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I hold the fort, and then she does Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, so I can get caught up with the waffles and stuff. So yeah, he'll be grumpy today. Go on, what's the age gap, Daisy? Almost. Are you okay? Do you need do you need a care package? Oh my good lord. Could you not afford the TV license that year? Like, wow, you are hardcore. I bet you have the most incredible little house though. I bet you it's just buzzing with life. Do you know what? It was funny when we were walking out of the maternity ward. That's what we said. We're leaving, and the wife at the reception she says, so I'll see you again. So you've been listening. Oh, she says, no, we'll see you back in a year. So far, not the case. But yeah, as I'm sure you know, these things tend to happen. Well, the company name was initially a play on words. We launched a Facebook group, and it was Lego Waffles UK, and it was Lego Waffles because it was a play on Lego raffles. At the time, Facebook were cracking down on the word like raffle on their page. So what we did is we decided, right, well, what we'll do is we'll do the play on words. We'll go waffle. So then we ended up having to change it to Waffle Competitions because when we registered the domain and everything, and where we're getting ourselves set up as a company to sort of go things properly, we got a lovely letter from Lego's lawyers to tell us that under no uncertain terms would we be using the word Lego in our company name. So we rebranded to Waffle Competitions, and that's where we've been ever since. I'm honest to God flabbergasted, Daisy. You no rest for the wicked. Like, honest to God, you're a superhero. Hold on, and that's why I'm trying to find the wrong piece. Oh wow. That's really, do you know what though? I wonder if they have sort of a bit of like a pack mentality because they're all quite close together. It's like, oh well, such and such asleep, and that means I must go to sleep type thing. I think the sleep thing's been the only thing that we've really struggled with. And even then, like that's it kind of coming all right now. So that was him born in February. So we're getting out of the trenches now. We see daylight. And do you do any sort of bits and pieces with them? Like we've got Charlie, that's our little lad. He does like swimming and things like that. It sounds a bit bonkers, right? I mean, the kid's not even 1 year old, and he's been going to swimming classes since he was like, I think he was like 8, 9 weeks old. And yeah, it seems bananas, but you should see him in the water now. He's just so keen. I think that we're going to probably have problems with him as he grows up, just trying to keep him out of the water. Well, it's funny because we keep laughing. We're like we like making that an expensive time of the year because we've got my birthday in November, then we've got Christmas. Well, we've got my dad's birthday the day before mine in November, then my birthday, then my granny's birthday the day after that. Then in December we've got a granny and a granddad's birthday, and then January we get a clear month, and then February we've got Mom, Charlie. Yeah, it's all good fun. Hello there, Faye. How are you doing? Currently on our Gremlins build today. We're on a few platforms today, so the comments are a bit all over the place. Um, do you do streaming on anything else, Faye? How do you manage that? Because you do quite a bit of streaming. Thank you very much. How have you found TikTok recently? Has it been pretty okay? Like I've quite surprised at this time of day that I've had so many people kind of drop in and out. Obviously hard as well when it's like a fairly new account and they're not used to seeing me live so often. Oh, pumpkin picking. So you'll have to get the obligatory photo. It's the law. You can't go to the pumpkin patch and not take the photo. That's where my niece was the other week. So I have to ask though, do you do you actually use your pumpkins, or do you just go picking? Because I have to say, Mrs. Waffle makes a mean pumpkin pie. I wait for it every year with patience, of which is slowly running out this year. Do you find that the streaming at that time helps, Daisy? Because that's the thing. Like, ideally, I'd like to stream at that like 7, 9 p.m. sort of time. I don't get much time with myself. I've got to get home. I'm married at first sight on at night. It's a panic. Oh man. See, that's one thing that I've not done here, admittedly, Faye, and I'm gonna have to sort of maybe get on that a bit more. Is I'm not currently streaming through TikTok's live studio. This is through Restream Connected. So yeah, I have no doubt that that's probably affecting me a little bit in terms of reach. I was thinking one of the things that I thought might be a fun little gimmick to help boost my followers a little bit when I'm on live is, have you seen these counter things that you get? I think they're called Smurl, SMIIRL, something along those lines. And it's like a little flat counter, and you connect it up to your TikTok. So if somebody clicks follow, you'll because I get sucked in by their adverts. You know, I just know me personally, if I was watching it live and I see one and it was changing when I interacted with it, I could have some good fun with that. Daisy can't be like my little brother did that last year. What they called it, a bumpkin or something like that. Oh me, another person that wastes their pumpkins though. Tut tut, Ryan. Have to admit though, it is funny as well because their little one has the same name as you. That's what she's called, Daisy. Little Daisy. Yeah. Oh, I've never heard of that one, Faye. Well, do you know what? I thought about doing something else, but I think it would take a while to get used to because I know me personally, right? When I'm watching TikTok videos and stuff of people building Lego sets, the ones I like are the ones that make that satisfying click, 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 click. And I thought, well, maybe I should get it on a pedal, and then just as I'm clicking it together, do the clicks. But then I'm like, oh, it's just going to be a nightmare to coordinate. Um, but yeah, I thought maybe doing something about one of these counters. But I need to get a second camera and a second good one like what we've got here so that we can get a good top down so you can get a proper look at what we're doing. Well, we have considered doing. We've been doing a lot of what's in the box stuff recently for giveaways for like free entries for our instant win. So I did think about maybe starting to do some of them, but as live streams. So Yeah, we could be cooking the gas flare. This is the second time ever that I've come on live to do building though. So there'll definitely be a lot of changes back and forth before we're finally finished with our setup, I think. Hey, hey, we only have one piece left on this bag. We're getting there. So I think we're gonna sit down. I think we're gonna have him sitting down. What we think? I think he deserves a seat. I know, Faye. I've been seeing so many pictures though. It's been driving me bonkers. I've even seen what was the date I seen? I'm not sure. Have you seen the Creel House yet, Faye? The Stranger Things one. I see that that's supposed to be coming to us on January 1st. Thank you there, Daisy. Yeah, it's don't get me wrong, it's been a lot of work and it's been quite difficult over the past sort of while because we've had the little one of February, and then it's adjusting to like life as a dad, and then we moved into the unit. But unfortunately, with the unit, there was an issue with the council. And then the lady that did the leases was away on holiday. So we ended up getting in about 6 weeks later than we were supposed to be. So we kind of had a bit of a month of limbo where Mrs. Waffle was back to work, but I still needed to do the move and get this place organized. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hard year, but we're now kind of getting back into the proper swing of things. We're going to be doing an awful lot more of this type of stuff. Probably going to make it every Wednesday. We're just going to sit down, have a chat, have a natter. We'll probably start doing some of the smaller ones prior to lives. Because I mean, this is quite an it beats me sitting spamming the refresh page, stressing out that things aren't selling. So yeah, sit down, have a chat with you guys, build maybe some of the gift purchases that have come out, see what's what. Have you not done Stranger Things yet, or is it just because the new set's coming out needing a new binge? See, I'm with you, Faye. Um, I've I've watched the first couple of seasons, and it went a bit. I sometimes feel that shows should end a good bit lot further before they do. Like you have great TV shows that just sometimes don't need to be taken as long as they do. Stranger Things, Prison Break, Supernatural. We were just sitting watching Orange is the New Black. Last two seasons of that didn't really need to happen. So yeah, I'm quite happy cutting it off where I cut it off. Yeah, but you know, Dave, that's what Faye was just saying. She was the same after season two. She just kind of got a bit fed up it. Well, not fed up it, but didn't keep up with it. Sorry if I put word in your mouth. Oh, that's a strange one. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't like this. I'm thinking about see if I can slide it back out. Yeah, so it's got you to build up this piece here, all right? And then what they want you to do is slide it in here, but they've made the gap tight, like really tight. Like it does go in, but I don't know. Is it bad engineering? Good engineering? It feels robust. I'll give them that. Like that's one of my pet peeves a little bit. Which that is funny because I was away to say one of my pet peeves is some of the sets just are a little bit flimsy sometimes. One of my least favorite sets is the Ford GT that we did, and it's just because you build it and it's great and it looks great, and all the doors and everything just they don't feel as sturdy as I'd like them to. Yeah, I appreciate that this one is so far fairly robust. That's the thing as well. What's the age? I mean, this is an 18 plus set, but I would say that probably about half of them that ever get bought are played with. And playability is important. Are you a big Technics builder? Do you know what? You're very, very right there. I mean, some of our players have amassed the most incredible collections. And exactly like you've said, you go, oh, well, what ones have you built? And they just send you pictures of their attic, and it's just wall to wall with boxes. It's like, wow. But it's each to their own, isn't it? Like, that's the good thing about Lego is it's it's a bit of something for everybody, you know? And I mean, everybody complains about all these people that hoard and collect and do this and do that and scalpers. And at the end of the day, if it wasn't for these people, we wouldn't be able to get some of these fantastic old sets in sealed conditions. They'd all be opened, played with, and I mean, that'd be great. But when you're looking for a 10-year-old set, sometimes the world goes round. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm bad enough myself. I mean, I've got my backlog. So for us, it's mainly the modulars. Okay. what I've done there. That can't be right. I must have unless that's just because he's standing. It must be. Doesn't feel good when you have this many extra pieces, though. And it does look like it's supposed to. See, this is where if I was doing it on my own, I'd open up the app because you get you get like a 3D display image of the set when you're building on the app. So then you can go, oh, right, okay, flip it around. That is how that's supposed to look. Thank you so much for popping in, Faye. Let me know next time you're on. I'll be able to pop into your one. Have a lovely day. What's in your backlog, Daisy? Where I was picking my table out, I said to myself, you know what? I'll not get the nice oak top because it will make it less easy to find my Lego pieces. So we'll go with a lovely white top, which is great until you get a white set. Oh my goodness. There, success. Goodness. I spent all that time finding that part and I didn't even need that one. There we go. Well, worse when you do something wrong, you can't figure it out. There we are. This. Hi there, Darren. How are you doing? Currently building a little gizmo. Have you ever done any of the building along with us live video type stuff? I'm doing very well, thank you. But you said some people before you come in there. It's funny, Gizmo has just been the absolute buzz set just now. We've had to go as far as Cardiff to be able to get some replacements. Thankfully, it was one of our customers, so we didn't have to make the trip personally. But goodness me, what a set! It's been popular in the show, in the store at all. Have you had any in for your Bricklink? How are you getting on with the Lego account integration actually? Now that I have you here. Any issues of it on your end? I'm still a bit skeptical about it personally. Like, I made a couple of posts on like the Bricklink groups. I just can't fathom um why they needed to merge both the things, both Bricklink and your Lego store, unless it was like a data type thing. And the thing that worried me is when they announced it, I got in touch with Lego via email and via their live chat to see if I could get them to voice their opinions on Bricklink sellers. And they would not tell me. They wouldn't. They told me. They said they said the answer without saying the answer. You know, when you ask a direct question to a company and they skirt about, you know, it was just a little bit worrying. Like, I mean, I asked them specifically what their stance would be on like sorting out sets. Like, I'd buy a set, I'd build it, I've had my fun with it. I now need the display space. What's Lego's stance on me breaking down that set and selling the individual parts? And yeah, they every time they just come back with a generic, Bricklink is a space where Lego sellers sell their blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so how do Lego feel about that? Would I be breaking any of Lego's terms and conditions or policies if I was to do that? And they would not give me an answer. They always just skirted back. How you settling in after your holiday? The holiday blue, post-holiday blues? Oh, there's something there. That's right. Okay, so I've never sold on Bricklink, so I wasn't too sure how they made their money. So is it a fee-based model, the same as like the eBay and stuff? 3%'s good though. Yeah, PayPal's. Yeah, they can be a bit of a nightmare. PayPal are not in my good books. I remember when we first started, we took PayPal payments because that's what everybody did. And we didn't realize that it was a big no-no from PayPal. So it would have been before we'd launched the website, 'cause we were still at a group at this time. And the way it worked is we just had everything go through the PayPal, and I used to just withdraw it once a week. And they decided that they no longer wanted to provide us with services, and that they were going to withhold the money for 6 months. So yeah, PayPal held about 10 grand hostage for 6 months. And I still don't know why they held it. Look, it was what it was. Yeah, and you will probably just had the same issue that I've just had recently. Royal Mail have just almost doubled my price, like overnight. I don't think it's too bad now. I think we're like 390 a package now, 380, 390. And the good thing is because it's a business account, there's no like sizes for us. And we get like letters and parcels. Um, so we can send like the big stuff. Like I mean, I've just sent a Death Star out today, and the shipping, not including insurance, but the shipping was like just under £4. So what do you think is going to be the must-have set this year, Darren? What's the Christmas number one? I think that Goonies set could be a winner. Ah, I've been sitting thinking to myself that we're making. I myself forgetting the last step. I was thinking we were making a hand. It's a foot. Cool. Oh, I'm surprised that they have left it until January to do the Stranger Things one. Like, I know that they need like a good set for January to pull them through, but I know they've got Goonies, but I think that they're missing a trick with the Stranger Things one. 'Cause it's exactly the same. It's going to be bananas. Like, we've had to go and stock up on some of the Upside Down House sets because we got rumbled when the Simpsons one come out. We just hadn't anticipated the other ones were going to be nearly as popular. We had the Quickie Mart in the Simpsons house. We'd sat in the Quickie Mart for 6 months. Nobody'd taken it. Nobody wanted it. The minute that Krusty Krab come out, I think we've had 8 in the past 2 months, 3 months. When's it there? But it's been about 8 anyway since that's come out. And the prices of them was just astronomical. I think the most I ended up having to spend on one of them was 725 quid. And I'm well aware that that was over the odds, but they were going out faster than I could get them in. I knew what I was on about. That's because I'm sitting and watch SpongeBob in the house now. Whoops. Is there any word on our Star Trek set? Because I see that this is one that they seem to be keeping under wraps. I've seen a couple of leaks, but I haven't seen anything substantial or from any sources that I'd trust particularly. Popped in it. No? Surely we don't have a missing piece. No way. That's we could. We're down a piece. Yeah. So frustrating. Right. What do we do? Definitely. Oh well. I looks like we might have to cut this one short until we go speak to Darren politely and see that he has. Hope that he has the part that we need. Oh, that's definitely no right. I'll have a look at that once I'm off. I'm away. I have to jump off and have a natter with you anyway, Ickle Bricks, because we're down a piece. Oh. Sod's law. Give me a shot. I'll zip over to the computer, see what's going on.
Yeah, sure. I'll flip over the computer to its off. Sure. I'll flip over the computer to its off. I'll flip over the computer to its off. Ah. Right there, computer to its off. Yeah, it was off.
Yeah, that's a strange one, Dan. I didn't realize that that was a thing. And the worst part is, that's obviously been a thing for a while. And I find it strange, though, that it's probably why people haven't been chatting quite so much. If anybody that sent me coins, hello, oh, hello, yep, oh, ho, ho. Thank you very much.
You want to take a picture, Chris?
Oh, of course, we're live.
To me.
Oh,
Love, there is magic. Thank you.
perfect. Thank you so much. Woo! Delivery. What's in the box? I think, yeah, we did manage to just find it. It was me being blind. It was funny. I was saying to Daisy, don't know if Daisy's still in here, chatting with me earlier. When we were buying the table, right? I was like, oh, well, we get the nice oak top, and I was like, no, we won't get the oak top because it'll make seeing the Lego pieces an absolute nightmare. I'm not here for that. So if we went with a nice, lovely white top, well, have we not got a white stage? But we have a snowman, little snowman ornaments. But what's fun for you, Darren, is that was a test of ordering to the new address, we'll say. So that seems to be successful. So I'll be able to definitely make sure that we're using your links from now on, if you know what I mean. Oh, right. Well, I thought about getting Razer. It's where you usually have like all my mice and stuff with, like computer mouse. They do a really fun one. It's huge, but then it's got the RGB strip around the side, so I think it could be really fun for sort of having a good visual effect on here. How are you finding the the like Bricklink parts store and that? Are you finding that things are kicking off a little bit now that eBay's kind of struggling a little bit? We've got so much like bits and pieces in the house that we've like collected over the years. And eBay just didn't seem to be the way forward. We tried that vintage and it was crazy. A load of stuff sold within 24 hours. And then we didn't even have to organize postage or anything. It was all just kind of done for you. It was quite good. Ah, a man with the connections. Oh well, I don't know if it's the same thing, but I did see that a friend of yours was posting some really fun designs that he'd been working on. A black car that he'd done was really good. She'll be getting quite busy with them coming up to this time of year. It's a perfect little gift, isn't it? Anybody across Facebook and TikTok, if you haven't seen, you should go and check Mrs. Icklebricks. She does like little Lego earrings, right? And they're the most incredible little things. Different heads, different sort of pieces. And I think even if there was something that they didn't have, I'd almost guarantee that they had the parts to be able to manufacture it for you. I had a feeling they might have been your parts. I think that we might end up having to call this a bit of a day after this step. My little camera's in the corner flashing at me. Obviously forgotten to pop it onto charge. But that's not too bad because it's 2 hours. And to give it its due as well, it's 100% on the battery just now. It's also wirelessly connected to the computer over there. So 2 hours considering it wasn't on charge. And I've come in on almost a half battery. I'm pretty happy with that. Ah, so what you need to do is get some of those gingerbread Vaders. I bet you they'd pay good money for some gingerbread Vader earrings. But then again, I can imagine that that's quite a pricey fig. Oh no! What's up with the car today? We had to get brakes done on mine a few months ago. £1,000. Absolutely, but I wasn't even fitting them. Well, with this stars business, I'm just going to turn it off because there's just a switch that I can switch on and off when I'm doing Facebook Lives. But we are actually on YouTube as well. We're currently on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. We've used the restream just to go live on everything at once. If you have paid stars though to try getting to get your comments up today, if Ulbricht's then I'm gonna go on and see if there's any way to refund them because that doesn't sit right with me. I didn't realize it was a thing. I appreciate you telling me about it. Fairly new to lives like we have them. Oh, cool. Yeah, because it was strange. I noticed the same thing. I could go on to my private account and it wouldn't really let me speak. But when I jumped onto the business one, it would let me comment, no problem at all. So yeah, it'll just be a setting thing. Or maybe you get so many comments, but yeah, surely it should just be something we can turn off. It must be because they've got the different setups with the amount of spare parts they had. What a way to give a man anxiety. My Lego shouldn't have this many extra Lego parts. Like I keep seeing this, like that looks important. That's too big a piece to be in here. So yeah. We'll pop you back in bag 5 because I have a feeling we might need some of you. But we're 2 hours deep. We're 2 hours deep. My camera's flashing at me. We're halfway there. And we're going to call it a day. But we'll be back again on Sunday to finish off before our draws. And it's funny, I was just having a look on your comments there, Icklebricks, and that was what it was between today. It was between GIZMO and the Game Boy. We went for GIZMO just because they're difficult to get just now, so I thought it might tickle the algorithm a little bit. But next one we do is going to be the Game Boy. But we're going to try to do one of these every Wednesday. So even if it's like a start on Wednesday, finish on Sunday, we're wanting to try a new set every week. Try batter through. Well, I think with because with this one, you get the 2 options. I think the extra bricks are just depending on what sort of stance you go for. I'm not seeing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a prime example because those were the parts that I was worried about. And therefore, like when he was standing, but because I've got him sitting, he has it just a little tufts. So yeah, that is what that is. But it's just anxiety inducing when you're so used to having maybe 3 or 4 small parts left. Yeah. All good fun. But anyways, that's us all finished up. We'll be back again on Sunday. But remember, we do still have a whole load of draws before then. We'll be back again on Thursday with our next round, including our dream set draw, along with our losers draw number 16, I think we're on. So if you played sometime this week and have not won already, then you have another chance to become a winner. So see you all then. Thank you and goodbye.